What's up, you two? Wendy Williams is officially back. I have been rooting for Wendy Williams to return to the purple chair for weeks now, and she is finally back. What I wanted, personally, was for Wendy to assert herself as a full-grown, independent woman that didn't need a man, especially one that allegedly cheats on her and beats on her to make it. I didn't exactly get what I wanted, but Wendy did address the rumors about her husband's allegedly pregnant girlfriend, and her health. We'll start with Wendy's health and then work our way backwards. Wendy addressed her health in the opening monologue of the show, and this is what she said.
Thank you. Thank you. I missed you too. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect when I hit the block today. I didn't know whether you would wait for me, whether you would understand. I had no idea what to expect. Thank you so much for waiting for us. But you know, I'm not exactly a hypochondriac, but I might be a hypo. You know what I mean? You know, all this time you've been watching this show, you know I love doctors. I respect the medical community. I also love homeopathic medicines. I'm always up in my doctor's faces like, what's this? Ow. You know? So what happened was, we were supposed to only be off for 2 weeks for Christmas vacation. And towards the end of the 2 weeks, I started to feel thyroidish. Well, they're still adjusting my meds, and if you don't know about thyroid disease, it's a lifetime thing, and they're always adjusting and always doing stuff, and it can really screw you over. And so they're adjusting my thyroid meds, and then the eyeballs attached to the thyroid, which is my Graves' disease, and then you know, I always have the equilibrium thing with my vertigo and a million other things, and I'm the kind of patient, if I cough, I'm thinking I'm dying. I know I've gotten to that point. I love the doctor. I can't even tell you how many doctors I have, but I want to shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you so much. They push me in there. I get the MRIs, and then I get the CAT scans, and then they get me running on the treadmill, and they're doing my blood pressure at the same time as my phone is calling with people from the show, you know, calling and asking me stuff. I'm like, my blood pressure's not high. Wow. And then the salt levels, and you know, I'm 54, and not for nothing, even though you feel 25, honey, you know. You're still your age on the inside. So I have a plethora of doctors, my medical team, and I'm happy to tell you that I am doing swell. And then, you know, it's not a deal. It's not a big thing for, you know, Kevin to come with me to doctor's appointments. We all go to each. Do you go to the doctors with your family? Like, I go. It's not, you know, because of the panic mode. You just go because you go. It's, you know, you want to know. Because sometimes a family member will hide something from you, and you need to know. You know, so I'm the type, you know, I will go in the room with the doctor when Kevin or in the other room to one of their doctors and say, okay, what's the real deal? You know, and they'll tell. So, you know, so we're spending time as a family, the Hunters, you know, I'm Wendy Hunter. We're spending time as a family, and I just wanted to take some time for myself. Now, you know, I am my own best friend. You know that. I've told you that forever. But outside, yeah, when you get into yourself, you're your own best friend. And so I'm at home, and I'm taking my thyroid meds, and I'm meditating. Oh, believe me you. Believe me you. I'm going to the gym 7 days a week for 2 hours a day. Believe me you. I don't know how this outfit is reading on TV, but mother has not gained a pound. But you have to take care of yourself. And one of the things that really does suck about our country is that we don't have proper medical care. And I know that many people watching, many people in the audience, I know you don't have to raise your hands for it or clap, but I know many of you, even if you have health insurance, you don't go to the doctors. And if you do, if you don't have health insurance, I'm sorry, you have no doctor to go to, but why don't you go to like Ambicare? Those people in the emergency area, they're nice. It's not all gunshots and stuff. Sometimes you go there and act polite, treat people with kindness, bring a bunch of magazines so you're not cutting lines and everything. And before you know it, you're like a regular customer at the Ambicare until our country gets it right where everybody gets adequate health care. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that young Kevin, he really doesn't care about much of anything. Ma, are you okay? Good. And what about me? You know, jerks at 18. So I was doing that and just like taking care. I always say this to you, so this should not be new. Take care of yourselves. And I'm sorry it took me almost 40 or 50 days. I know it's been a long time. I'm sorry, but I have to say it's not going to happen anymore, and I feel good. Thank you. So anyway, more going on.
Okay, so that's all Wendy said about her health. She mentioned her shoulder still being sore later in the show, but she still didn't say how she fractured her shoulder in the first place. The rumor was that her husband fractured her shoulder and that Wendy was embarrassed sitting there in the purple chair with a fractured shoulder. But of course, she didn't address that rumor. She did, however, address the rumors about her and her husband splitting up. And this is where Wendy surprised me. I thought if the rumors of Wendy's husband Kelvin being abusive are true, that Wendy would stop referring to herself as Wendy Williams Hunter and that she would drop subtle hints about being Wendy Williams, period. No Hunter. But Wendy did the exact opposite. Wendy revealed that she is actually going to fight for her marriage and her man. And here is what she said.
I want to shout out to my husband. I'm still wearing my ring. Well, believe me, when you've been with somebody for 28 years, married for 25 years, then we date. When we got married, we waited like 4 years before doing the baby project and stuff. So we know each other. He's my best friend, he's my lover, he's all this and he's all that. I know what you've been seeing, and I knew what the streets have been talking about. But Hunty, let me show you who I fell in love with and who he fell in love with. Hit it. I love that picture because I'm a creature of habit. That was me with leggings, and you know I still love leggings for fashion. That was me with my little Skippy sneakers. They're corny. I still love Skippies. That was me with natural bangs, but I got a little add-on back there. But for the most part, I wore my natural hair back then. That was me with my floppy A and B cup boobs. That was me with all my middle before any plastic surgery, before anything. That was me 28 years ago. And I have to say, magic of science, good eating, and working out. That's not me anymore, but it's still me in the head, and I am still very much in love with my husband. And anybody who's been married for 5 minutes or 500 years, you know, marriages have ebbs and flows. Marriages are not easy. And don't ask me about mine until you see this gone. And it ain't going anywhere. Not in this lifetime. It's weird doing hot topics and being a hot topic, you know what I mean? But what I love about our show is that you've given me permission to be me. And what I love about me is I am fearless to give me you. And you might get mad at me for one day and maybe not want to watch the show, but then you turn me back on 3 days later and you're like, that damn Wendy, I don't even know why I watch this bitch, but I like her. Thank you. Thank you. So there's this video that's gone viral. I love a viral video.
Okay, so the montage dedicated to Wendy and her husband Kelvin is cool, and on a certain level I do feel her on fighting for her marriage. Anything worth having is worth fighting for. But I just feel like if Kelvin is really abusive and really does have a whole other girlfriend on the side, then he's not worth having and definitely not worth fighting for. But only Wendy, Kelvin, and Sharina know the real truth, so if Wendy wants to fight for her marriage, then I wish her well. But I did notice that Wendy couldn't let the show end without throwing a little shade to women who, quote, spoil other women's rings, as in wedding rings. When Wendy was doing her Trendy at Wendy segment today, she took off her ring to demonstrate a plate that holds all your jewelry, and the woman who was demonstrating with Wendy took Wendy's jewelry and put it on her fingers. Well, Wendy had something to say about the lady putting on Wendy's wedding ring, and here's what she said.
These are wonderful. I like the colors too.
They're great.
All right. I love everything here, but I was telling Emily that this is my absolute favorite, and this is my personal pick for this Trendy event.
Ooh.
Get into it.
So this is Michael Aram Bittersweet Trinket Tray. How darling is this?
Look, at the end of the day, when you take your stuff off and you put your stuff here, you just put your stuff, you place everything. You put everything. Hey, don't soil my ring. Are you in a happy relationship?
The most.
Yes.
5 years.
Okay, good. Okay. Girls in rotten relationships can't soil rings.
Amen.
Okay, but look, I love this. How much is this?
So look how beautiful, and this would be the perfect hostess gift, like for a wedding or bring over to someone's house. It's really a perfect accent for any table.
That part about women in bad relationships trying to spoil, quote unquote, spoil other women's rings, as in their wedding ring, was definitely a shot at Sharina, aka Nikki. Sharina is allegedly in what I would call a bad relationship because she's with a married man, Wendy's husband, Kelvin. And so Wendy saying that women in bad relationships can't spoil another woman's ring sounded like shots fired to me. And I think from watching this episode, I think Wendy is going to try to fight for her relationship with Kelvin. Regardless of Kelvin Jr. being 18 now and off to college, Wendy is not letting go. She is ringing the alarm and she is fighting for her man. Leave a comment and let me know what you think about Wendy's return to the Wendy Williams show. Do you think Wendy addressed the rumors well enough, or do you think she should have been more direct? Leave a comment and let me know what you think. As always, thanks for watching. That's it for the video, but if you want more from me, head on over to Facebook where I'm launching my new Facebook show, Honey Child. Honey Child is where I'll be sharing more celebrity news and entertainment stories and doing a little girl chat. So head on over to facebook.com/LaylaLynnTV1 and hit the like button. Attention YouTubers, you've asked and I'm delivering. I'm sharing with you step by step my secrets to making money on YouTube. And my free guide, How to Make Money on YouTube, is the first step to learning exactly what to do to make money on YouTube. So go to my new website, howtomakemoneyonyt.com, to download your copy today. The link is here on the screen, it's in the description box, and it's in the comments, so you can't miss it.